All today. Okay, never mind. All right, let me find your file. Wilson. I have a notes. Hold on. Mr. Coast, you had provided a letter on her.
I did, Judge.
And I lost it, but why don't you go ahead? I'll call the case and then you can just make your statement.
Okay.
So in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Candace Wilson, file number 25-22126FH, I have Michael Dagger Margosian appearing on behalf of Miss Wilson. And I have Phoebe McClure appearing on behalf of the people. So Mr. Coast, you had provided a letter and I have since lost it, but would you give us an update on Miss Wilson?
Sure, Judge. As part of her deferred sentence, she used to pay fines, costs, supervision fees, etc. She did pay all of that off very quickly. And I also ran a recent CCH on her, and she did not pick up anything new since she took this place. So she's done very well.
And any restitution was paid as well?
I do not see any restitution in this case, Judge.
Your Honor,
Okay. Go ahead.
there was no restitution ordered because the victim had already been paid back by the bank.
Okay. So in this case, Ms. Wilson did plead back on February 12th of 2025, and she was placed on a delayed sentence. She has complied with everything that was required under the delayed sentence. So that would mean then the people will at some point file a dismissal.
Correct.
Could the court just give me that file number and I'll.
It's 25-22126FH. I don't remember who your prosecutor was on this file, Mr. Dagger Margosian.
It was Mr. Sneed.
2216FH, is that what you said?
22126.
126. Okay.
So 25-22126.
Okay. All right.
Thank you so much, Ms. McClure.
No problem.
All right, so Ms. Wilson, thank you very much for being in compliance and taking care of everything the way you were supposed to. And then Mr. Dagger Margosian will make sure that you get a copy of that dismissal, okay?
Thank you so much.
Good luck to you. Thank you. All right. Do I have Jerome Osborne in the courtroom? I'm still waiting for the jail, Rhonda. Keep calling. Becky's calling too.
Hello, Your Honor.
Hi, I was wondering if I could see Darius Collins and Jake. Is Jake Klein up on your floor or no?
He's in booking now, but I can definitely see if they're available. If not, I can have them send him up here and we can see him on the middle.
Awesome. Thank you.
Of course.
Have a good day.
You as well.
All right. So this is in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Jerome Trask Osborne IV, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
File number 25-22266FH. I have Michael or Phoebe McClure appearing on behalf of the people and Michael Dagger Margosian appearing on behalf of Mr. Osborne. This is date and time set for sentencing in this matter. And so Mr. Osborne, have you had a chance to read and review the pre-sentence report?
I don't think so, no.
All right, Mr. Dagger Margosian.
Judge, we reviewed it on the phone this morning.
Did you talk to him this morning?
I did talk to him.
And did he talk to you about the pre-sentence report and the recommendation?
Yes.
All right, did you get a copy in the mail?
I did actually.
And did you read that?
Yes, I did.
Okay, good. And this morning when you talked to Mr. Dagger Margosian, did you get to ask him all the questions you might have had?
I did.
Okay, excellent. So are you comfortable proceeding then, having reviewed that?
I am.
Okay. Are Are you satisfied with Mr. Dagger Margosian as your attorney and the advice that he has given you?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so Ms. McClure, do you wish to explain or challenge the accuracy or relevancy of any information in the police sentence report?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Dagger Margosian,
No, thank you, Your Honor.
does the pre-sentence report disclose any prior convictions in which there exists any known constitutional defect? Ms. Phoebe McClure,
None that I'm aware of, Judge.
Mr. Dagger Margosian.
None to my knowledge, Your Honor.
All right, the probation department on count one, police officer fleeing fourth degree computed the minimum sentencing guidelines to be 0 to 9 months. Do you agree with that computation of guidelines?
Yes, Your
I have no
Honor.
challenges at this time, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. McClure.
I agree, Your Honor.
All right, before the court passes sentence, do we have anybody who wishes to speak today, Ms. McClure?
Just myself, Your Honor.
Okay, you may proceed.
Um, So Judge, this is, Mr. Osborne stands before you on a plea agreement sentencing wherein he was initially charged with a fleeing third degree and an OWI third. I was given some mitigating circumstances from both his attorney as well as the police officers involved in this case, and we did take that into consideration when fashioning this plea. So we gave him a reduced charge of fleeing fourth degree and an OWI second offense. That being said, I see that the recommendation is for the first 9 months in Lenawee County Jail, followed by a term of probation. And I'm not going to emphatically ask that you follow that, but I am going to ask you to consider that, or at least some term of jail. And my reasons being, mostly Mr. Osborne's criminal and driving history, Your Honor. And in this case, it was, what I like to call a successful plea. And, he was able to successfully evade the police. And he went through multiple jurisdictions. I think it was fairly dangerous, unable to maintain lanes, went through multiple stop signs. This could have ended very badly. And I think everyone's lucky that it did not end worse than it did. But I would ask the court to take a look through his history and note that since, early 2000s, he's had a number of driving offenses. He's already completed a defensive driving course that was way back in 2002. He's been given a number of suspended jail sentences and probation, mostly for, again, driving offenses. So my point being, he's been given a chance without jail and with a suspended jail sentence. I think the most he's ever done is 30 days consecutively on certain offenses, as far as I can tell. He's been given chance after chance after chance and continues to violate the laws and violate our traffic laws in particular, which can be unnerving and dangerous. So Judge, I would ask you to consider that when fashioning the sentence. I think it's important to note that Mr. Osborne is, by way of plea, absolutely getting his license suspended for 1 year, but the Secretary of State may also have a revocation hearing based on his driving record. So I can see that happening as well. Our goal really is that he not drive and he find a driver and, obviously not let his alcohol take over and commit offenses such as this. But I would ask the court to consider some imposition of a jail sentence and consider the recommendation. For all the reasons that I've stated. So he only has 1 day jail credit on this offense, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, thank you. You can go stand back at the podium. Mr. Dagger Margosian, do you have anything you'd like to say on behalf of your client?
Absolutely, Your Honor. The biggest change in Mr. Osborne's situation, which has not been mentioned today, is that he has completely gotten under control his alcohol intake. He's been going to AA consistently. He has a sponsor. He has acquired AA coins for his successful dates that he's reached. He's between this incident and today, he's completed an inpatient treatment. He has a TBI, which has been failed to mention. He takes care of his mom. He, as Ms. McClure stated, based on this offense and conviction, his license is suspended, and I agree that there probably will be a revocation hearing if he ever decides to try to get his license back. So he's not driving anytime soon. He's been on bond for a significant amount of time on this case. He has basically an identical case from Toledo from this same incident, which, because it's different jurisdictions, it wouldn't have met the double jeopardy standard. But understand, I guess the reason why I'm saying that is he's going to be facing penalties and consequences from that case as well. This entire time he's been he's taken responsibility for this matter. He's been remorseful. He will tell you in a second during his allocution that he recognizes that he made a mistake, that he can't conduct himself this way. And obviously the entire stem of this whole situation was his use of alcohol here. And like I said, he has totally taken care of that and has that under control and will continue to do so. With the guidelines being 0 to 9, it would be pretty uncommon for a jail sentence. I'm maybe if the court wanted to do a suspended sentence, that might be the stick hanging over Mr. Osborne in this matter to continue to comply. But he wants to comply just for the sake of getting himself back on track. So I disagree that there should be any jail. It would uproot him from making any sort of progress, and I would suspect that would set him back, and that may do exactly the opposite of what we want, which would be for him to not use alcohol, which would be for him to, get back on track. So again, I think everything other than the jail does make sense, and I think it would be appropriate for this court to issue a term of probation. And again, the decision of suspended sentence, that's obviously up to the court, but that's my request at this time.
Do you have a sentencing in Wood County?
In Lucas
Ohio.
County,
Oh, in Lucas County?
yes. October
So
7th.
your charges weren't in Wood County, Ohio, they were in Lucas County, Ohio?
I got in trouble in Wood County last year and it got transferred up to Lenawee County since I live in Deerfield.
Mr. Dagger Margosian, where does he have these other charges?
I believe it was Toledo, but Jerome, you tell the court where your current case is.
Have you been sentenced?
No, I have not. I go back on October 7th to be sentenced.
October
And
7th.
It's, what's that?
October.
October 7th, yes. And it's obstructing justice and a DUI.
All right.
The felony, it's a felony obstructing justice, not the misdemeanor.
Right. Okay.
Judge, Mr. Moore is his agent originally for the Ohio case. And I know he has information on it as well, but I believe he has a pending VOP in Ohio as well with the new felony.
Oh, okay. Mr. Moore?
Correct. Yeah, he has the new felony, and they're awaiting the outcome of everything here, I think, and before they proceed on that. He could correct
I
me if I'm
understand
wrong.
you're probably looking at jail time on that violation of probation. You know that, right?
I kind of figured, yes.
Yeah. So, okay. Anything else is there anything you want to say on your own behalf?
I mean, November of last year, I had some health problems, and March of this year, I was in a bad frame of mind. So far, I've had something removed off my colon and 3 hernias fixed. I still have a little bit of health issues going on, but that's pretty much why I decided not to stop for the police back in March. I did the 1 month inpatient treatment at Dawn Farm.
Mhm.
I've been going to meetings every day, some 2 a day. I do have a home group and a sponsor, and I'm just trying to do the next right thing.
Okay. All right, in determining the appropriate sentence in this case, the court has considered the seriousness of the offense, your history, the principle of proportionality, the statutory penalty, the cost of confinement, the sentencing guidelines, the report and recommendation of the probation department, as well as what has been set upon the record at this hearing. The criteria and reasons for the sentence are the nature and gravity of the offense, the discipline appropriate to its commission, deterrence against repetition by you and by others, potential for reformation, vindication for the law and protection of society. So, Mr. Osborne, you have 12 prior misdemeanors and that one prior felony. And then now these offenses, granted, you know, a traumatic brain injury, we're all quite aware of how that impacts behavior and cognitive issues. I'm gonna guess you're looking at jail in Ohio. So I don't really want to waste any of my jail, because I might be able to use it later on, but what I'm gonna do is place you on probation for a period of 3 years. During that term of probation, you will obey and comply with all the articles of probation that we give you. You must pay, are you getting Social Security or are you employed?
Unemployed.
Okay, I'm gonna assess $750 in court costs, $130 crime victim right fee, $68 in state costs on count 1, and $50 state cost on count 2. There's a law enforcement reimbursement fee of $100 attached to count 2. $30 per month supervision fee, 60 if we have to put a tether on you. And I think I said $75 crime victim rights fee, I think. And this is all on count 1, police officer fleeing. During your term of probation, you are to obey and comply with all the articles of probation. I don't think there's a $60 DNA. Well, there probably is because that wasn't an Ohio felony. Is that correct, Mr. Moore? Was that an Ohio felony as other one?
Correct.
All right, so there is a $60 DNA fee. You can travel to Ohio for purposes of court dates, but you live here, right?
I do.
Okay. Not to use any illegal controlled substances, not to use marijuana unless you have a medical prescription, not to use alcohol, test as required, attend treatment as required. You're not to engage in any assaultive, abusive, threatening, or intimidating behavior, not to violate any laws. You have to no possession of any weapons, submit to search of your property in person. And that can be your vehicle, your residence, your computer without a warrant if they have reasonable cause to believe that you have items that violate your conditions of probation. On count 2, you'll be placed on probation for a period of 12 months. There's I don't think I can assess a crime victim rights fee again, but as I already said, there's $50 in state costs in the same terms of probation. I am going to, and listen to me, assess a 9-month jail term, but I'm going to suspend it pending any violation because I suspect you're going to go to jail in Ohio. So 9 months in jail suspended with credit for 1 day. Understand, if you drop dirty one time, if you use alcohol one time and test positive, you're going to do 9 months in jail. You got it?
I understand, Your Honor.
Okay. Anything else, Mr. Jones or Mr. Moore?
No, Judge. I think if he gets out of jail, he needs to go report to Mr. Moore on Tuesday morning.
I suspended his jail time. So
Yeah,
what
as long as
time do you
nothing
want
else was holding. I didn't know if Ohio had a detainer on right there.
He's not in custody. He's in the courtroom.
Oh, yeah, he is. Gotcha. Yeah, he
Okay.
needs to come see Mr. Moore.
All right, Mr. Moore, what time? 8 o'clock?
No, I'd like to see him closer to 10 o'clock.
So Tuesday at 10 o'clock, 3rd floor probation.
Tuesday at 10 o'clock.
Yep. Now you do have the right to appeal the sentence. My bailiff's going to hand down to your notice of right to appellate review. Sign 1 copy for our records. The other copies are for you. If you wish to appeal your sentence, you would fill out the information on the form and mail it to the address listed on the form within 42 days. Mr. Jones, it's no problem. Sometimes I can't remember who's in the courtroom or on the screen, and I'm looking back and forth and I can't figure it out either. So
Just trying to keep it straight.
I know. All right, so then I have Mr. Klein and Mr. Collins. And Becky, could you let the jail know I'll be ready for Mr. Marvin at some point? All right, Mr. Osborne, stay out of trouble.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good
Thank
day.
you. Have a good day. I received that signed copy of the notice of right to appellate review. All right, so, Mr. Klein, in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan, or Rhonda Underwood, are you in there?
Yes, she's right here.
I'm right here, Your Honor, but I am not on Mr. Klein.
I know. Do you need a breakout room with Mr. Collins?
No.
Okay, good. All right, in the matter of the
Yes,
people,
yes.
I can't see her over my monitor screen. So in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Jake Klein, file number 23-21225 FH, 23-21223 FH, and 22-20712 FH. So Mr. Klein, on each of these files, I have a request and warrant for probation violation, which alleges that you have committed the following technical probation violations, and that you violated your articles of probation dated June 15 of 23. You failed to notify the probation department of a change in address. You failed to make payments towards restitution, and you failed to report to probation on or about May 7 of 2025 or any time thereafter. It's also alleged that you committed the following non-technical probation violations, in that, I'm sorry, I have a sore throat. You operated a motor vehicle with no registration on or about May 2nd of 25. You violated state law on or about May 1 of 2025 by littering a sharp's object. What is that, Mr. Moore?
I'm not looking at it currently.
Okay, hold on, Mr. Klein, put your hand down. Okay, so evidently there's an allegation you littered a sharp's object. I don't know if that's like throwing a needle out, I don't know. And that you operated a motor vehicle with no insurance on or about May 5 of 2025. Do you understand those are the allegations against you on each of your files, Mr. Klein?
Yeah, I just did almost 3 months.
Oh, no, I just needed a yes. Do you understand those are the allegations against you on each of your files?
I apologize. yes.
Okay. Okay, on file number 23-21225 FH, if you were to plead guilty or be found guilty, the maximum penalty you could be facing is up to 5 years in prison. On file number 23-21223 FH, if you were to plead guilty or be found guilty, you could be facing up to 5 years in prison. On file number 22-20712 FH, if you were to be found guilty or plead guilty, you could be facing up to 4 years in prison. You're standing, Ms. McClure. Are you appearing on this one today?
Potentially, if the court addresses bond.
Oh, okay.
And I have some information as to his new case.
Okay, so he has new pending charges?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay,
And I
so.
just want to make sure the court was aware of that.
Yeah. So, Mr. Klein, it also appears you have some new pending felony criminal cases. Now, Mr. Klein, you have a right to have an attorney represent you on this and all subsequent hearings. In light of the fact that you have pending charges which could impact these violation of probations, I would always highly recommend you take advantage of your ability to have a court-appointed attorney. Would you like a court-appointed attorney?
Yes, please.
All
Yes,
right,
please.
now, Mr. Klein, thank you. Because we have some conflict issues with the public defender's office, I'm going to have a conflict attorney appointed to represent you. So I am going to enter a not guilty plea on all of these files, and I'm going to set this over to Ms. Adams. Would Monday or Tuesday be better?
I would say probably Tuesday at 8.
All right, so Mr. Klein, I'm going to set this over for a pretrial rearrangement on Tuesday morning at 8 a.m. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so I'll see you back Tuesday morning at 8 o'clock.
Can I get a PR bond by any chance? I've been in jail for like 75 days and my hepatitis is really acting up right now.
You have
I
what?
have hepatitis. I have hepatitis C and it's acting up again. I was just in ICU for like 3 weeks. And
Okay,
it's about
so
to flare up.
no,
I
I'm
really
not
need to
gonna
go
give
to
you
an
a
appointment.
PR bond, Mr. Klein. And we have medical care at the jail, that you probably get more care at the jail than you were on the street. So, you can address bond again Tuesday morning. Thank you, Mr. Klein.
I've been in jail.
Okay, but not on this. Thank you.
Alright.
All right, so, Mr. Fry, do you need to talk to Mr. Marvin?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna take Miss Underwood's case with Mr. Collins. If you want to log into Zoom, I will put you and Mr. Marvin into a Zoom breakout room. So, Mr. Collins, in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Darius Dwayne Collins. Did you want to weigh in on bond on that one, by the way?
Me?
Yeah, as Jake Klein.
Oh, just that he still has a bond hearing additional
Okay.
this morning as well.
Okay, so in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Darius Dwayne Collins, file number 24-21767FH and 24-21798FH and 24-22082FH. This is a date and time set for probation violation. I have Rhonda Underwood appearing on behalf of Mr. Collins. Ms. Underwood, you received a copy of the pre-sentence report.
Yes, we did.
All right, have you had an opportunity?
Probation violation report, yes.
Yeah, and you've had an opportunity to speak with Mr. Collins?
I have.
All right, Mr. Collins, you have your hand up?
Yes, I think I need to speak to her one more time before we do all this.
All right, Ms. Underwood, if you want to scoot back and talk to him, you can just zoom from him back if you'd like. All right, Mr. Fry and Mr. Marvin, I'm gonna open up a breakout room. And go ahead and join it. Mr. Hartung, I'm assuming you're still here for the 9 o'clock pretrial.
That's off, that was resolved. That was the Walton thing?
Yeah,
Yeah, remember that was, you entered an order on that and we'll look when they order up.
okay, thank you. All right, so also we have Sunny Pardeep versus Victor Sherfan, file number 24-247-277-NH. And no one's appeared on that one either. So, okay. So, Mr. Collins, I'm gonna open up a breakout room for you and Miss Underwood.
Okay, thank you.
And, yep, and go ahead and join that breakout room. Ma'am, what case are you here on? And back, ma'am?
Oh, I'm just here to watch Collins.
Okay.
In case I'm here.
Okay. So all these green files can go up. Okay? And this is Marvin. So, get this. Thank you. Okay, Mr. Collins, Miss Underwood is walking back. All right, so we are back on the record with Mr. Collins. Mr. Collins, have you had ample time to speak with Miss Underwood now?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
All right, and you've had a chance to read and review the probation violation report?
Yeah, that's what we just were just discussing.
Okay, are you satisfied with her as your attorney and the advice that she's given you?
Yes.
Okay, Miss Underwood, do you wish to explain or challenge the accuracy or relevancy of any information in the probation violation report?
Your Honor, that's what our brief conference was about. If you go to page 4, at the top, under the sentence details, on the first two docket numbers, the second notation down, and I believe this is correct because I think I remember it from back in the original issue, is Mr. Collins was actually in jail from 8/1/2024, Your Honor, to 10/18/2024, when his bond was revoked, which would take his jail credit up to 258 days on those dockets, Your Honor.
Mr. Moore?
Well, I would have to research that.
Explains that on page 3.
I have no idea what you just said.
On page 3, it would show that that's where I went.
No, he's just saying he doesn't have that information. So are you able to look back at all, Mr. Moore?
Well, yeah, obviously it's, gets a little complicated when you're in and out like that. So I can, I'm not going to doubt it. It's not, we're talking what, 17 more days.
30 more days, 30 more days, another month.
Oh, I see. August. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
35.
And I can confirm that and go back and check with the jail and make sure that that's the case. Or actually, real quick in the notes, let me just see if I can see it. 8/1/24, and of course that's prior to our new system. So, yeah.
Obviously, we'll verify with the jail if that's correct, and if it is, we'll give them that credit, Ms. Underwood.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Anything else?
That is the only correction we'd like to make, Your Honor.
Okay. Before the court passes sentence, is there anything you'd like to say on behalf of Mr. Collins?
Just it. I know we were discussing allowing Mr. Collins back into recovery court, Your Honor. I think at this point, that would be an excellent idea for a number of reasons. Firstly, Your Honor, Mr. Collins, well, this is true of a lot of people. Mr. Collins, I think, got overwhelmed by the start of the program, and Mr. Collins has a serious substance abuse issue. I think those things collided, and he did not avail himself properly at the beginning of the program. He never even
engaged in the program.
Yeah, so I think Mr. Collins and the court owe it to him. He owes it to himself to take that opportunity and to get this right, Your Honor. Mr. Collins has some aspirations as to an apprenticeship for an electrician, that he could actually learn a job that I know we pay electricians a great deal of money. That would be a profession. Mr. Collins, Your Honor, has a family who loves him. I think, Your Honor, jail is not the answer for Mr. Collins. Mr. Collins needs to address his substance abuse issue. Mr. Collins needs the help of this court to do that. And Mr. Collins needs to just surrender to the fact that he cannot call the shots on this issue. He needs to avail himself of this or any rehab program the court assesses and get this right, Your Honor. And if he does, then Mr. Collins has opportunities, Your Honor. And they're teaching him at the jail that he does have those opportunities. And that I think they're willing to find programs for him to do that. So we would ask that Mr. Collins be remanded back to recovery court and with appropriate treatment from there.
Mr. Collins, is there anything you'd like to say on your own behalf?
Just that I've also been here talking to Tamara Fitzgerald about the getting back out and what other options I'll have going forward. And she's been helping me out a lot, notifying me information on things I can, programs and things I can get into to not have a job, but have a career, you know.
Okay. Anything else?
No, ma'am, that's it. And I'm focused this time, and I really want to do better, and I really am going to give it a better chance. I messed up. I admit it. It was my fault. I'm sorry.
And Mr. Fry, was he readmitted to recovery court? Did we approve him? Can't remember.
Don't know if that was ever evaluated.
Mr.
I was advised
Moore, do you
that-
have any?
Yeah, I was advised here last week that he's not, he's no longer eligible.
So recovery court's not an option for him at this point. Okay,
Then I would ask, Your Honor, to consider release to treatment as soon as it can be arranged.
Mr.
And
Moore,
further, Your Honor, I would also ask if the court is assessing jail time, that the court give Mr. Collins the benefit of a simple time served on the third docket number, Your Honor, so that we don't have a difference in credit.
the third docket number is the 10-year felony. You're talking about docket number 24-22082FH.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the 10-year felony. I'm not going to give him credit for time served on that.
Would you give him the 258?
We're going to talk about what I'm going to give Mr. Collins. All right. So, Mr. Collins, you are 37 years old right now, right?
Yes.
You are not like anybody else that appears in front of me in my courtroom. You had loving parents. You grew up in a safe environment. You were loved. You were, taken care of. You reported no abuse in your childhood. You, no substance abuse in the home. And also like barely any employment in 37 years.
No,
I'm talking now, Mr. Collins, I'm talking now. So you have lived off of your mother for at least the last 5 or 6 years. Your mom still lets you live with her. She basically enables you. And you like to use marijuana or other controlled substances. So you're right, Mr. Collins. I'm glad that as you're sitting in the jail, you're coming to the reality of that changes need to take place in your life. Because right now you've accomplished nothing. And you're a talented, intelligent man. You're not a young man anymore. There's no reason you haven't been working for the last 20 years. There's no reason, that you have all these other issues going on in your life in other courts. You have a lot to risk. And one day your mom's not going to be there. And you have to either make a good life or you're going to fall in some hole somewhere and we're never going to see you again. So you're right. This is the time for you to get it together. Because this whole, I'm 36-year-old and still mooching off my mom, it's time for it to stop. You know, your mom is not responsible for your well-being anymore in your life. If there are mental health issues, get treatment. If there's drug addiction issues, get treatment, but get up, just do something with your life. So it's sentence of this court that on all 3 files, your probation will be continued. You owe like restitution still of $26,911 on your child support case, because it keeps going up because you don't pay on it. And they can charge you with another felony child support case for the same case. Do you understand that?
Okay, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, they can just keep charging you and you will go to prison. And you know, I don't think you want to go to prison. So, on file number 24-21767 FH, let me get here. That you will be continued on probation in all files. Mr. Moore, the probation department could transfer him to a treatment facility, right? We could get a bed.
If he's eligible, he completed Dawn Farms, but I know he was actively using, so I don't see why not. But
Right.
we'll have to have him assessed.
Okay. So on file number 24-21767 FH and 24-21798 FH, I will give you credit for the violation of probation of 10 days on each file. On file number 24-22082 FH, it's a sentence of the court. You'll serve 6 months in Lenawee County Jail. I'll give you 10 days credit, but I will release you to an inpatient facility if we can find a bed. If we can't find a bed, Mr. Moore, I would ask that you come speak to me about releasing them sooner than the 180 days. Okay?
Okay.
So, Mr. Collins, it is just time. So we're going to try to find an inpatient program for you. If you leave that program, it's a violation of probation. If you don't complete your aftercare, it's a violation of probation. You need to get a job. I mean, everybody wants to be electricians. They make more money than even attorneys. But if you got to wash dishes to pay some child support at a restaurant, we've all done it, right? I spent my entire life working in restaurants before I became an attorney. So you do what you got to do and you pay your child support and you start paying that down. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And there's no marijuana. You don't have a medical marijuana card. So do you?
Yes, I have a card.
Okay. Well, you're allowed to do it if you produce your card to Mr. Moore, but it better not impact you getting a job or getting your life together. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Until he gains full-time employment, Mr. Moore, I am going to order that he does 20 hours a week of community service. Okay.
Okay.
And anything else, Mr. Moore?
No, I think we're all set, Your Honor.
All right. Now, Mr. Collins, hopefully we'll find placement for you in an inpatient facility because you did have a relapse. If we are unable to do that, Mr. Moore will reach out to me and we'll try to do some kind of intensive outpatient program and we'll get you out of the jail. And you do have 10 days credit on that violation of probation on the third file on 24-22082 FH as well. And so you do have the right to appeal the sentence and my bailiff's going to send to you we're going to give to you 3 copies of the notice of right to appellate review at the jail. Initial and date, 1 copy for each file for our records, and you're going to get like 6 copies back. If you wish to appeal the sentence, you will fill out the information on the form and mail it to the address listed on the form within 42 days. So the time is now, Mr. Collins. You know, if you want to get your child back, if you want to live a better life, it's time. Okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All right. Good luck, Mr. Collins.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome. Mr. Moore, just keep me updated. All right.
I will. I believe I'm all set with you today, unless you need me
I
for
have
anything
Chad
else.
Marvin, but that's Miss Holly, right? Okay. All right. Thank you.
All
All right, Mr. Marvin, let me call your case. Miss Underwood. That's a CPS work. That's Mr. Collins' CPS case. That's who was here. Nothing. All right. All right, and last but not least, Mr. Marvin, this is in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Chad Thomas Marvin. We have 3 files, 25-22239FH, 25-22259FH, and 25-22272FH. I have Douglas Hartung appearing on behalf of the people, and I have Brian Fry appearing on behalf of Mr. Marvin. I see a huge file box back there. That's obviously, I'm keeping you from a trial in somebody's court today. So this is the date and time set for sentencing. I do have, okay. All right, so Mr. Hartung and Mr. Fry, are you ready to proceed?
Your Honor, we would be asking the court to adjourn the sentencing.
Oh, I could have done that earlier. I'm sorry, I made you guys wait so long.
Preferably if the court is available next Friday. I don't know if the court is available, but basically Mr. Marvin is still in the process of getting screened in recovery court, and he was discussed previously, I think, but they're waiting on one piece of information from Catholic Charities for an assessment that hasn't been completed yet, but is in the process. So I know recovery court meets next Thursday, so I know we've adjourned the sentencing a couple times already, so as soon as possible, we appreciate a new date.
All right, Mr. Marvin, you have no objection?
I mean, no, I don't have a choice. I don't think.
Mr. Hartung?
It might be better to put it the following Friday after that, but I don't have no, I have no objection.
We have recovery court next Thursday, right?
Correct, the 11th.
We'll be able to get it done, the information to everybody. I won't be here next Friday.
So, okay, you won't, okay, so we would, hopefully that screening would be done and we would discuss it next Thursday. So we would know by Friday morning.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, but you're not here Friday morning.
I'm gonna be out of state. I can probably zoom in. No, actually, I won't have to be able to zoom in.
Okay,
But
so.
I'll have Mr. McCready here or Mr. Sneed here.
You sure?
Sure.
Okay.
It's better for me, and I think probably Mr. Marvin to do it the following Friday. But we can, if you want to do it next Friday, I'll make sure.
All right, Miss Adams, do we have an availability on September 19th?
Yes, Judge, we could do 8:15 on September 19th.
All right, so I'm going to adjourn the sentencing to September 19 at 8:15 in the morning. And so, Mr. Marvin, they're going to come talk to you. And when you do talk to them, be truthful about your addiction and everything that's going on. And then we'll see you back September 19th at 8:15 via Zoom, okay?
Okay.